Hello, Team Gund here with Piers Sinclair's first place Lightsworn deck profile that he went 7-0 with at Boxer Regionals this weekend. So Piers, what'd you do and what'd you play?
So I played Snow the deck, or 60 card zombie plant Lightsworn. Yeah, I think it's the best deck by far. Curious gave it a big boost, the new Link monster. And then also Spiral not being as meta relevant is really big because the deck has a lot of targeting cards. So it really got a big boost, and I think it's like a clear-cut best deck. So yeah. Anyway, going into the cards, I got 3 Snow because it's the best card in the deck. 3 Mizuki, 1 Gozuki, 2 Uni Zombie, 3 Solitaire, and 1 Spirit Master. So this is the zombie engine. Basically, yeah, I mean, this card's good to mill, so it's cool to play a lot of it. You have a lot of cards that like pitch from your hand as well, so it's like pretty cool. It's not that bad to draw. And then this card makes like lots of Omegas and also helps you to make Black Rose, which is an important card in the Pendulum matchup. This card is like important for Snow. It's like one of the best cards in the deck because if you have it in grave, you can like have target removal with Snow and just like pop cards, and then you can summon it back with Solitaire. So you can just like loop the Spirit Master basically, and just every time you get a Solitaire in grave, you can just keep bringing it back. So you just keep getting pops every turn. So you just have like infinite resources with Snow and this and stuff. Yeah, and then the Gozuki is important in addition to the Uni Zombie because there's times where like you want to send this card, and then like you have like 2 Mizukis in grave, so you want to like summon this and then send this, and then yeah, combo off more. Then for the Lightsworns, I played 2 Raiden and 3 Wolf. These cards are mostly for the charge engine, and I guess they're cool to mill off Minerva, but that's not like such a big thing because there's not that many in the deck. But yeah, I didn't want to play, like this card you want to mill, and this card you want to search off charge, but playing 3 I think is wrong because you already have a lot of normal summons, and then you only really want to search this card off charge. You don't really want to draw it. And I mean, if you draw like both these cards or you mill them and you have charge, then it's like not that bad. You just search Wolf, it's whatever. Then for the next part of the deck, I have 3 Lone Fire, 3 Prayer Plant, Orifice Scorpio, and 1 Darlington Cobra. So this is the plant part of the deck. This is basically extra copies of Grass Looks Greener. It basically does the same thing, but yeah, it's a monster. So yeah, you have to use your normal summon, I guess. But if they don't interrupt this, I'm pretty sure I won every game where it wasn't like the combo resolved in full. 1 Trick Clown, 1 Juggler, and 2 Hat Trigger. So this card's used in tandem with the combo with the Predator Plants. This card is useful because you can send it off Brilliant Fusion and it helps you to make Curious. So yeah, because you search this, and Earths are really important in this deck because Earths are the main way that you make Curious, generally speaking. You can do it with Light sometimes, but usually it's Earth. So yes, and I played 2 of this because sometimes you mill Juggler, and then you like also mill this, and like that happens like a fair amount because like sometimes you're milling like a heap of cards, like 20 or something, right? And then I sometimes wanted to search this, and it's like really not that bad of a draw, so it's fine. Then I played 1, oh, that's the wrong side. 1 of this guy, the Thousand Blades, which is for the combo with Brilliant Fusion and Predator Plants and stuff. 1 Garnet for Brilliant Fusion. 1 Goblinberg, which is searchable off Rhoda, and it's an Earth Warrior, so that's important because it helps you make Curious again. Earth's really key in this deck. 1 Dotscaper, 1 Glow Up Bulb for my 1-for-1 engine. This card can also be gotten off Goldsark. You can banish off Goldsark and special summon it. So yeah, these cards were basically, the idea behind them was just to help me, again, make Curious easier, because like, if you're getting Curious on the board, like, that's like your win condition, basically. That card is like insane, basically. Yeah, I'll explain more about it later. 1 Giant Rex. This is just insane with Snow. You just like loop rank 4s. You get a free rank 4 every turn. It's ridiculous. And then the last monster is just 3 Ash. And I didn't want to play other hand traps much. I thought about playing Valor. I don't like Gamma at all in this deck. The only time Gamma is good is if you have Grass or Left Arm, and if you don't have those cards, then you're always like normal summoning a monster or something, so you just like can't use Gamma most of the time. And then like you always want to go first with this deck, so I just don't see the appeal of Gamma. I did side it, but for certain matchups. So yeah. Veiler is a consideration, but yeah, in the end I just had to play 3 Ash. This card is insane. You mill this card, you banish it off Snow, and then you add it back with Amaterasu. 3 left arm, so this is more copies of Grass. Yeah, not much to say about those cards. 3 Brilliant Fusion, 3 more copies of Grass. 3 Desires, this card just draws more cards, helps you get extenders. It's just really good. You have a lot of power spells in this deck. There's just like so many power spells you can draw. Groltark at 3. People who play 2 of this are pretty dumb. You want to draw this card all the time. And it helps you make Curious a lot easier because you have like the Earth guys and then you can just set up Curious really easily. And you always want to have Giant Rex in your grave because Giant Rex is just, I mean, you just loop it, it just keeps coming back. It's stupid. Then I played 3 charge. It's just like the mills get you places, basically, and then Raiden's good. Yeah, that's about all there is to say about charge. And then Soul Charge, broken card. 1 for 1, which was for that 1 for 1 engine familiar. Reborn, good card. Foolish Burial, yeah, I mean, I don't think I need to explain that in this deck. Rodar, you search Raiden or Goblinberg, it's a good toolboxing card. And then the last card is Upstart, which is actually really good in this card deck because you can like basically just mold the way your hand like works when you open your hand. You can choose whether or not you want to activate this card, and then like if your hand is good, then you can like hold this card until you've done a bunch of milling and then activate it, and then you're like way more likely to draw a power card. And if your hand is bad, then it's just going to get you to like another card, so it's just fine. I thought it was good because you want to have a 60 count, right? So yeah. But I still want to play minimal cards, and if I have Grass, I can just not use it. And then moving on to the extra deck. So I have 1 Seraphinate for the Brilliant Fusion stuff. Mrs. Radiant, Proxy Dragon. Oh, this is for the Brilliant combo. Sometimes you make it elsewhere, but it's mostly for the Brilliant combo. Proxy Dragon, this card, I didn't make very much, but it does come up. It came up in testing quite a few times. Basically to make Curious sometimes with certain mills, when you have like light guys. And then like you can extend the board like to make a better board, but usually that's like not a reason to play this card because your board's already nuts. It's more for making Curious than anything else. Curious, this is like the best extra deck monster probably. I mean, yeah, I think it's just the best extra deck monster. It just sets up every single play. I don't know if you guys know what this does. It basically targeted mills a card from your deck, like Foolish Burial, and then it mills 3 in addition after that. And then when it dies, you get to add any card from your grave to the hand. That includes spells. So you can add like Grass, you can add like Reborn, you can add anything you want, like Brilliant Fusion, 1 for 1, you know, like just, there's so many good cards you can add. You know, Ash even, like, yeah, it's insane. Then I played Sayuja. This is the last card in my deck. I'm not sure if I want to play this still. It seems like it might be a bit win more. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I didn't really make it very much.
What do you think you'd replace it with?
I'm thinking about Dweller, but yeah, probably just a card that does something. Because I feel like this card, you need to have 4 monsters on the board to make it, right? So usually you're in an alright spot already. It does have applications though, because like there's certain hands where like maybe you open Garnet. There was one hand in testing where I opened like Garnet, Double Wolf. And then I just like shuffled my whole hand and drew into Brilliant Fusion. And then just like Brilliant Fusion and stuff. So that was pretty good. But I probably would have been able to win that game anyway. So it might just be win more. Borrowed Dragon. This card's just, yeah, you need to play this card. It's just really good. Outs things. It's also one of your only Masterpiece outs. Next card. So that's all for Link monsters there. I have Invoker for the Brilliant Fusion engine. Minerva. Yeah, I don't need to explain that card. It's just one of your main cards. Tornado Dragon. The Utopia package. This card, I thought this was stupid before I started playing this deck. And then I played it, and it just helps you to out things. And you always have free rank 4s, so it just helps you to out things, play through boards, make games, stuff like that. So I think it's really good. And then Amaterasu, which is an important rank 4 actually. You make this in a lot of combos. It helps you to extend your combo and then also add back Ash for your opponent's plays. So yeah, I mean, it basically just reads add Ash from your banish zone and continue making Exceeds. It's insane. And that's it for the Xyz monsters. And then the Synchros, I have 2 Omega. Yeah, good card. And then 1 Black Rose. This card is really important. Don't cut this card. This card is like one of the best cards in the Pendulum matchup. What happens, right, is like you just like send all your dudes to the grave, and then you just Mizuki back a Uni-Zombie, and like summon Snow, and then just make Black Rose. They can't do anything. You nuke their whole board. They have no recovery, and then you just summon a bunch of dudes and you just kill them. Like, and even if you can't kill them, they just can't do anything because they're playing Pendulums, and the deck like has no cards left.
Right.
Yeah. For the side deck, I don't know if I would change much about this. Like, I'm not sure about the hand traps, but the other stuff is like good. But anyway, I'll show you. So I have 2 Valor, and these. This card is mostly for the Dinosaur matchup, and this card is like just generally good against stuff, I guess. But I started against Dinosaurs as well, so I started against Dinosaur, Pendulum, and probably the Mirror Match as well. Yeah, I would side like all these against those 3 decks, probably. I don't side this against Pendulum, just this.
Are you sure you wouldn't want to main Gamma with like... it just seems like you have so many targets you can hit. Like when you activate Brilliant Fusion as well, I think you could get ashed on that.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like there's a lot of times where... A lot of hands where you like you want to normal summon your monster first, and then Gamma just does nothing, and you're always going first. So, like it's not really very good in my opinion. It's more of a side deck card.
Okay.
Mostly I side this for dinos, and that's and like going second sometimes, but not against everything. Yeah. Against dinos, like that's the hardest matchup, and the way you win is just by not letting them play. So yeah. Going second, that is. Going first, it's easy. Every deck's easy going first. Then 3 Twins, 3 Cosmics, and 3 Evenly Matched. So these cards, I don't know, I side these against most matchups. Like Pendulum and stuff. But usually I only side these cards going second. Like my entire side deck is pretty much just for going second. When I go first, I don't side anything against any deck. I just want to side cards for going second because when I go first, I make like a ridiculous board. My opponent just can't win anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, they can't really deal with my board. Like, even evenly matched, if they evenly match my board, it doesn't matter because you have so many resources in grave. And, like, you have so many floaters on the board, you get to add a free card of Curious, etc. So, yeah. I mean, you don't have to evenly match, but, like, you can leave it there and then add 1. So, if they clear it, then you get to add 1. And then you have, like, all your snows and stuff set up. So, yeah, I just side these going second against, like, Pen, against ABC, like, literally any deck that's not Dino, I think, I side these in. I'm pretty sure any deck that's not Dino going second, I side in most of these. Maybe I only side 6 against Trickstars, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I side this. Right. Anyway, yeah, I didn't fully flesh out the side deck, but yeah. That's the deck, guys. And yeah, shout outs to Stephen Lau for testing. Knew the True Draco matchup very well because of that. And shout outs to Team Ruined. The boys.
Yep, Ian Carroll for also...
Yeah, shout outs to Ian Carroll. Shout outs to Angelo for letting me stay at his house. And yeah, shout outs to AJ for being a complete dog. A hero.
Alright, well...
Drive to Sydney, boys. Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe. Bye.